The Mohammed bin Rashid Space Centre has seen a huge turnout for registration for the second batch of the UAE Astronaut Program. Those selected will have the opportunity to have a global impact on space exploration, to provide new scientific answers to humanity, and to contribute to improving life on Earth. The Space Centre extended the deadline to submit applications until March 31st to allow more time for Emiratis to enroll in the program. Since announcing it last December, registration for the second batch of the UAE Astronaut Program has seen huge interest from male and female Emiratis of all ages. Applicants should be UAE nationals, above 18 years old, have proficiency in Arabic and English, and be university graduates, and all professions will be considered. We're joined now by the head of the UAE Astronaut Program, Engineer Salim Hamid Al-Marri. It's a pleasure to have you, first of all.
Pleasure to be here.
Thank you very much. Now, there's been a huge turnout for the registration in the second batch of the UAE Astronaut Program. Did the first space mission create this biggest excitement?
Definitely that's a big part of it. So, you know, when you've had an astronaut and you've seen your countryman in the ISS and you've seen his live interactions with His Highness Sheikh Mohammed, that definitely shows people that this is something that has happened, something that will continue, and something that can happen. So what we've seen is in the first 4 hours of His Highness's tweet in December, we had over 1,000 people who'd applied. So that shows you the impact of the first mission, the support from His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid and His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed. And I think, you know, we've extended the deadline to give people more chance to apply.
Yeah, tell us about that extension. The applications for the, the deadline has been extended till the end of March. How many applicants have you seen so far?
Yeah, I can't release that information currently, but what I can tell you is we've seen thousands of people that have applied. So in the first 4 hours there was over 1,000. Now we've reached a much higher goal than that. And what I would definitely put as a goal that we're looking to achieve is to surpass the 4,000 people who had applied in the first application process, in which we selected Hazza and Sultan.
As we speak, there is the website on the our screen, so that more people can apply and support this. Now tell us about the types of people who are applying. Are they scientists or are they mostly male, female? What are they exactly? Can you give us a little bit of that?
Yeah, I think we get people from many different types of backgrounds. So what we're looking for is something pretty much broad and specific. So we're looking at people that definitely have experience and that have studied what we call STEM fields, so science, technology, engineering and mathematics. Those are a key focus area for us.
It is.
We're also looking at civilian pilots, military pilots such as Hazza al-Mansouri. We're looking at physicians, doctors. We're looking even at teachers, people that are able to deliver a very important message to young children and to old people. Those are the types of people and skill sets that we require for this program.
And is the Space Centre leaning towards choosing a female astronaut for the next mission? And do the UAE, do we want as a country to have the first female astronaut?
I mean, you know, what we've been looking at from day one is that we want to choose the best and the brightest from the people that apply. So to answer your question directly, I mean, personally, I would definitely love to see that we would be able to select a female, because in the first application process, out of the 4,000 that applied, 35% were female. Emirati females had applied, so you can see that number is coming up to 50%, very close to 50%. So I would love to see that, but we will definitely select the best and the brightest.
Hazza al-Mansouri's trip to the ISS was a huge source of pride for the UAE and its people, its government. Can the next space mission surpass this excitement more than the first one?
I definitely think so. So, you know, what we're used to here in the UAE is always aiming to be number one, always aiming higher and higher and higher. And I think that's a message that our leadership has really instilled in us as a country and as a people. So, you know, Hazza al-Mansouri's mission was the first. He was the first. As Sheikh Mohammed mentioned when he spoke to Hazza, you know, there will be others that will come.
Of course.
Definitely you're the first, but what we look for the next missions, that they would be very different. So they would be longer duration missions. And space exploration is very exciting going forward. So the US and the global community is looking at the moon. It's looking at potentially Mars. So, you know, hopefully the UAE would be on board with this exciting approach.
Talking about Mars, what are your hopes for the launch of the Hope probe to Mars and the hosting of the International Astronautical Congress that's coming up?
two very large milestones. So the Emirates Mars mission is about 7 years in the making. We have hundreds of people at the Mohammed Barasha Space Centre and the UAE Space Agency who have been working day and night on achieving this objective with our partners internationally. And, you know, this comes to a culmination for a launch in July. And, you know, that's something that definitely hasn't been done before. So the UAE would be the third or fourth country that would reach Mars, and would be the first Arab and Islamic country that actually attempts such a mission. It would reach 9 months later. In that time frame, as you mentioned, and just slightly before the launch of Expo 2020, we are hosting the largest space event, the International Astronautical Congress, that brings about 7,000 or 8,000 people from all over the globe. And these people are scientists, heads of agencies, astronauts, everybody, the who's who of space would be there to talk about space and all the developments going forward.
And they would definitely have a huge impact on the future missions.
Of course.
Head of the UAE Astronaut Program, Engineer Salim Ahmed Al Marri, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.